If I was a lawyer, would I allow this to be happening with my clients? And if it's a no, then why the fuck should I allow it now as a coach?
Hello and welcome to the Feminine as Fuck podcast. I'm your host, Monica Yates, a period and ICF certified women's life coach, and I help women to harness the power of their period and connect to their feminine flow. In these episodes, we will be talking about all things periods, hormones, confidence, health, food, money, sex, business, feminine flow, your brain, energy, and all the stuff that goes through our heads. You will walk away from each episode with new chicken nuggets and truth bombs, as I don't have a filter and I love talking about all the shit that people are thinking but too afraid to say.
All right, ladies. So firstly, apologies for this voice and I may have a coughing fit. I'm actually sitting in bed having a sick day, and there are two really important messages that are coming through that I really want to share, and I'm surprised anything is coming through today because I moved my clients. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Anyway, so we're just going to dive straight into it. But if you can't deal with a sick voice, then don't listen to this. But this is an important message, and I wasn't going to wait. I didn't want it to disappear. I didn't want it to not be as potent. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share is that it was really interesting. This morning, I was whenever I feel like I'm getting sick, I will generally give my clients a little bit of a warning so that they're not like out of the blue, like Monica's cancelled with no warning, especially because my clients are often up at 6 a.m. because of the time difference if they're in Australia. Anyway, so I had a really funny voice yesterday. It came super out of the blue. My voice was really husky. I felt totally fine though otherwise. And so I was like, that's weird. Anyway, I messaged my clients for today, just giving them like a heads up. And they were obviously like, yep, no biggie, X, Y, and Z. So this morning I wake up and I was like, oh my fucking God. Like I cannot breathe. My throat was just like so like clogged. I don't even know if that makes sense. Anyway, so I think it was that witch in me that was actually scared about recording all the stuff for my Witch Win Wisdom program, because I woke up with the husky voice the day that I was meant to do a lot of video recording. So that was very interesting. Anyway, so now it's just kind of like, I don't know what this is, because I kind of feel okay. I don't have a runny nose or anything. Anyway, I'm not going to like tell you my fucking symptoms. That's weird. So what I want to talk to you guys about is the sort of trends that I'm seeing right now in the coaching industry and just like with people that work for themselves. And I realized it this morning, which is why I wanted to share it. So I had my morning routine. I also had like a fucking bath because I was hoping that the bath was going to help me. And I caught myself in this moment of like, do I cancel? Do I not cancel? Do I cancel? Do I not cancel? My clients, that is. And my ego did not want to cancel because I was like, well, I shouldn't. And you know what Monica says about shoulds? I always say fuck shoulds, right? Shoulds are not healthy. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. So shoulds, fuck shoulds, right? And I caught myself thinking like, well, it's my job to help people, so shouldn't I just like suck it the fuck up and just man up and do it? And like that's a very wounded and masculine belief that's wound into society of man up. It's very toxic. Anyway, so I caught myself thinking like, because it's my job to help others, it means that that I should not cancel on my clients because they need me. And I was like, whoa. And I've really been coming back to this analogy lately that's been like helpful for me of, if I was a lawyer, would I be doing this? So I was having a conversation with my friend Olivia the other day, which she'll be on the podcast. We have a cacao and convos. Maybe it's already up. Maybe it's coming soon. Anyway, we were having a conversation about this and about boundaries. And I've been coming to this analogy of like, if I was a lawyer, would I allow this to be happening with my clients? And if it's a no, then why the fuck should I allow it now as a coach? And I feel like we get under this trap sometimes of like, well, I'm spiritual, I'm this, I'm heart-centered, I'm like loving everybody. So therefore, like, don't have boundaries and be a pushover and like constantly be at everyone's beck and call. No. Similarly as well, of like, there's so much of this like got to be consistent when it comes to like social media strategy of like consistency is key in your business. You got to make sure people know that no matter what, you are showing up, that you are always there for them. And it's like, well, do your clients want you to show up when you're like half dead and sick and can't really channel? No, because then they get a shittier session compared to everybody else. And whilst majority of the time when I'm in a session, even if I'm a little bit tired before a session, I will fucking pep up, and I am like so energized in the session. It's like I go into this like energy bubble. But I kind of knew today, like I can barely talk and it hurts me to talk. This is going to be a fucking short episode. It hurts me to talk. So why would I like, what? That's unfair to my clients. They're paying clients. I need to also respect them and respect their money. So today I can say with great pride that I've been laying in bed all day. I've had a nap and I had an hour bath and I'm going to go get some bone broth, and I am laying really fucking low because I've come to this realization, and this has been helpful for me in the past couple of weeks with drawing boundaries, is that if I was working at a big firm, would I have a sick day today? The answer would be yes. Right? If there was more distance and less of an emotional attachment to my clients, would I be like, sorry, I'm sick, I can't come in today? There would be. So you need to learn to also draw that line in the sand of, well, at the end of the day, you know, you are running a business, and obviously you don't have to listen to this if you don't want to. If you don't agree, that's totally fine. But I hope this, for some of you, this will really resonate, or maybe you fucking need to hear this. Like, you are running a business, and if you want to run a successful business where you don't have the very trendy adrenal fatigue and burnout and whatever of, I've made 6 figures, but I'm burnt out. It's like almost this fucking like, you know, story to fame. If you don't want to have that, because I don't want to fucking have that, then it's important that when you feel these things, you nip them in the bud. And you don't people please because you're worried of what your clients will think. I'm sorry, but if my clients are like, oh, Monica's a shitty coach because she's cancelled when she's sick, it's like, whoa, there are way more problems going on than we thought. But majority of the time, and I could actually say all of the time, you know, whenever I've had to move my clients, which is actually very rare, I very rarely will get sick and then have to be like, I cannot do this session, I'm very sick. Sometimes commitments come up where I do have to move clients, but I generally don't have to like cancel on them because I'm sick. But every time that I have, or like today when I have, they've only ever come back to me with love of like, that is no problemo, we will reschedule, I hope you're feeling better, X, Y, and Z, because it is also me respecting them, their time, their money, and I want to make sure that I'm giving them the best session. So basically the chicken nugget for today is, if you are running your own business, I want you to ask yourself the question, if I was doing this in a corporate firm, or if I was doing, you know, if I was a lawyer, the reason why I always say lawyer is because like if I had to choose another job, it'd be a lawyer. So if I was a lawyer, would I go to work today and like deal with my clients? Not deal, but like help or serve, whatever, my clients? No. So then why the fuck are you doing it now? And ask yourself that question. Like, why right now do I think that I have to show up for my clients today? Because you don't need to show up for your clients today. And that's like a whoa thing for me to say, right? Like, you actually don't need to show up for your clients today. If you are horrendously sick, don't show up, because like, are you of any use to them? Probably fucking not. So it's actually much better off that you respect them by postponing and rescheduling. Whether this is a group thingy, whether it is a one-on-one client, whether it is, you know, a podcast interview, whatever it is, if you don't feel like you can show up fully, then fucking schedule. And if people can't take that, that is their problem, and it is sure as shit not yours. So that is my message for today.
And ladies, a friendly reminder to make sure that you are following me on Instagram for all the updates on the latest offerings that I've got, because there are some very exciting things coming and I would hate for you to miss out. We've got the certification, we have Witchery and Wisdom, Baba is going to be launching in January, and the Mastermind. So if you are pretty much anybody, make sure that you are following along my Instagram. And if you are wanting a one-on-one coaching, if you're a man or a woman and you're wanting one-on-one coaching in 2020, please make sure that you have sent me an Instagram DM or an email, because I need to put you on a wait list. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. So you definitely want to be on that list so that I can contact you when I have an availability opening and when I'm opening up spots in 2020. Do not miss out. And if you are interested in the certification so that you can be literally the best coach and be involved in what, so far as I can see, the best fucking coach certification out there, I created it because nothing else like this was out there, then please make sure that you've also checked out the certification, because that is starting very soon and I cannot wait for it to start. And yeah, I don't want you to miss out. So basically get on everything.
Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you got lots of chicken nuggets out of today's episode. I would be really, really grateful if you'd be able to leave me a review and a star rating that you think is appropriate, hopefully 5. And if you could share this podcast so that I can help more women live a life of flow and ease, I would be so fucking grateful. Make sure you tag me in it on Instagram so I can personally thank you, because I know so many of my clients have found me literally because their friends have posted about my podcast on their Instagram story. And I just want to help as many women as possible. So by you sharing it, I would be so fucking grateful, and I'm sure your friends would be too. If you do want to welcome me, please do check out my website for all those details. And of course, you can DM me on Instagram with any other questions. If you have any podcast things you want me to talk about, any ideas, any feedback, I am always open to it, and I always love hearing what you guys have to say. So please don't hesitate about that either. I will catch you on the flip side. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are.